rumbling on the road, wheels hitting the stone-laid ground and hoofs clopping at a gallop. So loud it can be heard by a guard on standby, positioned up the city's gate tower. He stares at the horizon and soon enough he can see a carriage in the distance, moving towards the city. Not just any carriage, but one that is easily recognizable as property of purifiers. The guard whistles down his tower. A bell is hit and all guards nearby get ready. A welcome is prepared and the gate opened right when the carriage was about to enter. As soon as it goes past the wall, the gate is lowered and the horses are stopped by a convoy of guards inside with their sergeant in front. The carriage driver sits still as one noble knight exits the vehicle. His face is much known to all guards outside, Sir Taldeus Catar. After him, 2 unarmored knights accompany his presence. Then 2 more, in full plates covering their whole bodies. One of those last knights seems to have some troubles with his helmet.
It doesn't fit me well. I should not wear this.
I told you to take off your fancy hat first. No wonder it's too tight for you.
Are you crazy? I'll never leave my trusty old buckle. Oh, you wouldn't understand.
You're right, I don't. You wouldn't get rid of it forever, only until we would reach a safer place.
To leave it with someone else and entrust them with such precious possession of mine? Never!
You could at least store it in your clothing under the armor.
We already went through all of this. First they take my loot, then my pouch, force upon me this god's awfully uncomfortable suit of armor, and now, at least let me keep some of the bard's pride from the little I have left now.
Fine, but be more quiet. We would be much better without any unwanted attention. Gentlemen? As they both look at the noble knight, all of the guards are walking away from them. The carriage drives off into the city and they are now left with only those 3 knights here. It seems the conversation with city guards was quick and easy. I'm sorry, Sir Taldeus. Where are we going now? You have a whole day and a half to prepare. My knights will lead you to your room at the bottom of the Skybridge Palace. In the meantime, I'll see what I can do to arrange your appearance at tomorrow's dinner. Of course, as my escort. Sir Taldeus, I know you already mentioned the risk you're willing to take, but are you sure you want to be associated with us? During, Do not be worried for myself. Focus on your own well-being, for all the weight will be on you. I and my men will take care of ourselves. If you say so. Well then, what are we waiting for? Do not be so eager. You'll still need to patiently wait for tomorrow's evening. Right. All of your belongings will be left on the carriage. As soon as you will be done with your task, we'll have to escort you out of the city. There will be vehicles all around the palace. Ours will be among them, with my people waiting. As he says this, he heads towards the city center, where the Skybridge lays its shadow beneath itself. His men, as well as the soldier and the bard, follow him. After a nice 1-hour walk, they reach the monumental Skybridge. They entered it without any trouble, since everyone seems to know Taldeus very well. The soldier and the bard were shown around the base of this colossal building, and so they started contemplating their vicious plan. Soon after, they were left alone in the room. The bard quickly took his helmet off and threw it onto the bed. He then proceeds to correct his hat as the soldier sits down on the bed and puts his helmet beside him, respectfully.
Ah, finally! To think of me having to wear this armor for the whole next day.
Relax, Alakim. It's only for the evening. You'll be fine.
Easy for you to say, isn't it? I wasn't trained to wear this giant piece of metal, and it is so unpleasant. I can feel my passion being drained from me because of it.
This is the best armor money can buy. I myself am grateful to wear it, even if only for a moment.
The bard stops adjusting his hat and looks at the now silent soldier. There is something on his mind.
You don't seem so happy about all of this. You're still worried about something, yes?
I was just thinking about what comes after. I cannot comprehend how fast all of this is going, and that not so long ago I was just a simple soldier, doing his duty, keeping the law, minding my own business. My life will never be so easy again.
Then what are you doing? Crying over the past won't help at all. You want to taste your previous life once more, yes? Then earn it.
Easy for you to say. You have your adventures. Your routine consists of finding new sensations again and again. No matter what you do, you can always follow this idea. My life is not so easy to get back to.
Oh, please, my friend, don't force me to point out the obvious before you.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I won't take this satisfaction of discovery from you. Through all the time we spent together, I can easily tell that you always commit to what you do. You never let an opportunity out of your grasp and strike it as soon as it is about to escape from you. All I'm saying is, you're bad at thinking. Don't overdo yourself with too many thoughts and just go with the flow, live in the moment. Stick to what is best for you. Otherwise, you'll end up like this. Just look at you, sitting with your head down while speaking to me. Ugh. What story do you expect me to write from it? A funeral?
The soldier is amused by these words and reassured a little. He is not giving up, so why keeping this act? He looks at the armor he's now wearing and feels ashamed of himself. Then he dismisses this thought. Here is not the place for weakness. As the bard said, the soldier cannot overthink himself. His actions are much louder than his thoughts, and he will make sure to keep it this way. Somewhat, he feels fulfilled in this very moment.
Thanks, Alakim. I needed it to be said, even if I knew this all along.
Yes, I'm happy for you. Now don't just sit there, come here and help me get this off.
A little frustrated, the bard is trying his best to doff his armor through all this time, but without much progress. The soldier smiles upon this realization and stands up to help him out.
Say, Alakim, are you sure you want to go there with me all the way? You can still say no. You've helped so much already.
Even if the thought of not wearing this armor gives me such temptation, my point about it stands. All the way with you. It would make an awful story if it starts from the beginning, but cuts off somewhere before the end. I'm here to witness history being born, not just bits of it.
What about your life?
I know I said it's easy for you to keep doing what you do, but I didn't mean it. If someone will find out about your involvement in this, you'll be damned just like me. Is it truly worth it?
Oh, please, bold of you to assume something like this. Don't you remember? I am Alakim the Bold. If it would be catchy enough, I would take Danger as my second name. I'll take care of myself afterwards, don't you worry, my friend. But for the time being, I believe in your abilities to keep me safe, yes? And of course, even with such albatross around my neck being this armor, I'll be able to still assist you enough to make it worth keeping me close.
For this, I don't need no more reassurance. I know you'll be a vital point in tomorrow's mission.
Then what for is this whole talk? Hurry up with this armor. I feel like it's pressuring my chest. It becomes harder to breathe.
A long day it will be for our heroes. Let them enjoy these peaceful but tense moments while they can. For the next day will be the conclusion of their wishful journey.